You've almost given up on gardening entirely. Your back won't let you bend down anymore. Your apartment has no yard. And every solution you've tried, every raised bed, every planter is either too expensive, too complicated, or still leaves you crouching down to reach the bottom row. There's a small plant shop near my house. The owner has been running it for over 30 years. One afternoon, I walked in with a photo of a pallet I found leaning against a hardware store. Is this safe to grow herbs in? He didn't look at the photo for long. He flipped it around, pointed to a small stamp burned into the wood. 2 letters. HT, he said. Heat treated. That's the only kind you ever want near food. The other one, MB. Methyl bromide. Never. 30 years of expertise, 2 letters. Write that down. Today, I'm going to show you how a $10 pallet from your local hardware store, sometimes completely free, becomes a wall herb garden at exactly waist height. 30 herbs, built in 1 hour, almost no bending required. And your first harvest in 3 to 4 weeks. But before we touch a single pallet, there's one thing the gardening industry has never taught you, and it's costing people $150 at a time. Here's the problem. With those $150 ergonomic raised beds labeled senior friendly, most are only 24 inches tall. When you lean over to reach the center, you're still bending, still compressing your lower back. The marketing looks great, but the design doesn't match. A few years ago, I was exactly where you might be right now. My back couldn't handle bending anymore. I spent $80 on an ergonomic raised planter, advertised specifically for people with back pain. It arrived. I set it up. First planting day, I was still bent at a 40-degree angle, trying to reach the far end. I stood there, looking at this $80 plastic box, thinking, I'm done. Gardening isn't for people like me anymore. My apartment has no yard. My back won't cooperate. And now even the solutions don't work. Then one Saturday, I drove past a hardware store. Pallets stacked against the wall with a free sign. I almost kept driving. Then I remembered 2 letters. I pulled over, found the HT stamp, took it home, and everything changed. Here's what makes this different. Gardening at your natural elbow height takes a huge amount of pressure off your lower back. Research from the University of Vermont Extension suggests it can reduce lower back strain significantly compared to bending to ground level. It makes a real, noticeable difference. A pallet mounted vertically at waist height gives you exactly this for $10. But not every pallet. Before you pick up a single one, you need to know what those 2 letters mean. And what happens if you get the wrong ones. Pallets shipped internationally are treated under a global standard called USDA ISPM 15. There are 2 treatment methods. You need to know both. HT, heat treated. The wood is heated to 56 degrees Celsius for a minimum of 30 continuous minutes. This kills insects and pests. No chemicals, no residue. Safe for growing food. MB, methyl bromide, a chemical fumigant. It penetrates deep into the wood fibers. It does not fully off gas. Banned in many countries for agricultural use according to EPA and international ISPM 15 protocols. You do not want MB pallets anywhere near herbs. You're going to put in your kitchen. How to find the stamp. Look at the short side of the pallet, the narrow edge. You'll see a circular symbol. sometimes burned in, sometimes stenciled. Inside that circle, the letters HT, take it, MB, leave it, no stamp at all, leave it, origin unknown. Look for HT. It stands for heat treated, and it's the standard for safe, food-friendly pallets. As that plant shop owner with 30 years of experience put it, that's all you need to check. Before you bring any pallet home for food, always check pallet markings before use. HT stamped pallets are widely considered safe for food growing based on USDA ISPM 15 standards. If you have specific safety concerns, consult your local agricultural extension office. One more thing before we build, and I want to be honest with you about this. This pallet wall works beautifully for herbs and shallow-rooted plants. Basil, mint, parsley, thyme, oregano, chives, cilantro, dill, tarragon. Perfect. These have root systems that thrive in the shallow pockets between slats. Tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, deep-root vegetables. Not ideal for this system. They need deeper soil volume. This is an herb wall, not a full vegetable garden. That's a feature, not a flaw, because herbs are exactly what costs the most per ounce at the grocery store. All right, you have your HT pallet. Now let's build. Save this video for your trip to the hardware store. Here is exactly what you need. One HT stamped pallet, free to $10 at most hardware stores. Ask at the loading dock. They give them away constantly. Landscape fabric, the woven black kind, not plastic sheeting. A small roll costs about $5 and covers 3 to 4 pallets. A staple gun with half-inch staples, lightweight potting mix, not garden soil. This is critical. Do not use garden soil in a vertical pallet garden. Garden soil compacts under its own weight. In a vertical system, it will block drainage and suffocate your roots within 2 weeks. Lightweight potting mix only. It holds air pockets that roots need. Your herb seedlings or seeds. Total cost $15 to $25, depending on what you already have. Step 1. Lay the pallet flat. Cut your landscape fabric into sections that cover the back panel and both side panels of the pallet. You're creating a fabric envelope that will hold your soil inside the pocket spaces between the slats. Using your staple gun, attach the fabric firmly along every edge, every 3 to 4 inches. No gaps. The fabric is the only thing holding your soil in place. Once this is vertical, so be generous with staples. Once stapled, press your palm firmly against the fabric. It should feel taut, with no loose sections. If any area feels loose, add staples before you continue. Step 2. Fill your pockets with potting mix. With the pallet still lying flat, scoop potting mix into each gap between the slats. These gaps are your planting pockets. Pack the mix gently but firmly, dense enough not to shift, loose enough that roots can breathe. Do not fill all the way to the top of each pocket. Leave ½ inch of space at the top for watering. If you overfill, water runs straight off instead of soaking in. By the way, while you're picturing your finished wall, what's the first herb you'd plant? Drop it in the comments. Step 3. Stand it up. Tilt your pallet upright slowly and check that soil stays in place. Watch the bottom pockets especially. Soil stays in place when fully vertical, your fabric is stapled correctly. Soil falls out from any pocket. Lay it flat again, add more staples, repack. Do not skip this check. Now lean or mount your pallet at waist height, against a wall, a fence, a balcony railing. Use 2 heavy pots or concrete blocks as bookends if needed. The top of your planting area should sit at your natural elbow height when standing, so you can reach every pocket without any bending at the waist. Step 4. Plant your herbs. Make a small hole in the potting mix of each pocket. Tuck your seedling in and firm the soil gently around the stem. Placement matters. Tallest herbs at the top: rosemary, sage, lavender. Spreading herbs at the bottom, like mint and oregano. Give mint its own pocket. It grows aggressively and will take over neighboring pockets if you let it. Note: if you have cats, be aware that certain herb varieties like mint can cause mild digestive upset in pets. Keep curious cats away from your herb wall. Step 5. Water slowly from the top. Pour water at the top and let gravity carry it down through all the pockets. Water slowly. Give it 30 seconds between pours until you see water dripping from the bottom pockets. That means your entire pallet is hydrated. In mild weather, every 2 to 3 days. In summer heat or on a sunny balcony, once daily. Check with your finger before each watering, rather than guessing. Now the part everyone asks about. Which herbs grow best in this system, and how long before you're actually cooking with them? A standard pallet has 5 horizontal rows, with 4 to 6 planting pockets per row. That gives you 20 to 30 herb plants in roughly 4 square feet of wall space. Here's what grows best and how fast. Fast growers first harvest in 3 to 4 weeks. Basil, chives, cilantro, dill, flat-leaf parsley. Plant from seedlings, not seeds, if you want this timeline. Medium growers first harvest in 4 to 6 weeks. Thyme, oregano, lemon balm, tarragon, marjoram. These establish slowly, but produce abundantly once rooted. Slow growers, 6 to 8 weeks, worth every day. Rosemary, sage, lavender. Plant these at the top row since they grow tallest. Rosemary will fill your kitchen with scent within 2 months. Here's what this saves you. Fresh herbs typically average $3 to $4 per small pack at most grocery stores. If you cook with herbs twice a week, and most home cooks do, that's $300 to $400 per year, spent on plastic-wrapped herbs that wilt in your refrigerator drawer before you've used half the pack. Your entire pallet wall, pallet, fabric, potting mix, seedlings, costs $15 to $25 total. Based on typical herb usage, most households break even within the first month or 2. If saving money while saving your back sounds good, hit subscribe for more practical garden builds like this one. This is what your plant shop owner, your grandmother, your farmer's market neighbor knew. The most expensive things in your kitchen aren't your ingredients. They're the fresh herbs you keep buying in plastic packs because you don't have a garden. A $10 pallet wall changes that for the long term. Picture this: 4 weeks from now, you walk up to your pallet wall. No bending, no kneeling. You stand at waist height, scissors in hand, and snip fresh basil for your pasta, fresh parsley for your soup, fresh thyme for your chicken. You grew that in your apartment on a $10 pallet with far less strain on your back. That's not just a herb garden. That's your independence back. Let me bring it back to those 2 letters. HT stamp, heat treated. That's what your plant shop neighbor knew. That's a lesson from someone with 30 years in the dirt. The difference between a safe herb wall and a dangerous one isn't complicated. It's 2 letters on a piece of wood. Your $10 pallet does what a $150 ergonomic planter couldn't. It puts your garden at the height you actually need, not the height the marketing department decided looked good in a photo. Now it's your turn. If you know someone who's been struggling with back pain and thinks gardening is behind them, a neighbor, a friend, a family member, share this video with them. 2 letters. HT. That's all they need to know to start. And if you haven't already, tell me in the comments, what's the first herb going into your pallet wall? Your answer might shape the next video I make. If this gave you something useful today, hit like. It helps more people find this, instead of spending $150 on something that still makes them bend. Now that your wall is built, you need to know exactly how to harvest these herbs, so they grow back twice as thick. Click the video on your screen to learn the cut and come again method. See you in the garden.